Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my brand new Football Manager 24 long-term journeyman save. If you do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure to drop a like on there for me. 30 likes on episode 1 would be massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and get a comment in as well down in the comment section down below. The rules are pretty simple. We start unemployed, we take whatever job that we can get to start with, then we try our hardest to work our way up the leagues while not remaining at a club for more than one full season. So say we join a club in October time, we'll then get the rest of that season and then the full season next year, and then after that we have to resign or have moved on before the next season does start. So I could end up resigning and not getting another job for a couple of years, so I'm really excited for this. It's something I've never really done before. Thank you all very much for coming back to the channel and tuning in. Hopefully you all enjoy the Real Madrid beta save. I would have liked to have got more seasons done in there. Unfortunately I just simply did not have the time, but this series is going to be a banger, so make sure to stay tuned for it and let's get straight into it. For anybody interested, this is all the leagues that we've got active. A lot of them only on view only, or we've only got the top division if they are playable. I would like to try my hardest to stay in England. Obviously we've previously done saves abroad, like last season we did an FC Eindhoven. We've already done a Real Madrid save, so I don't really want to do too much content abroad. I really like managing in England. As you can see here, we are currently unemployed. We've got a 4-star game speed, around a 40,000 player database. We're going to be starting out with the earliest date possible, playing it on the original game mode as well. I don't have any face packs, badge packs, anything like that loaded at the moment. I think you can add them in though after the save starts, so I really hope that you can do. If not, I'm sure that's really going to annoy some people. But let's start the game and let's go and try and find a job. In terms of my managerial attributes and style as well, I don't have a single coaching badge and I'm a Sunday league footballer, so it's probably going to be very hard to get a job to start with. We do want to start at the bottom though and work our way up, but I've certainly made this as hard as possible. Here we go, let's save that. As I am now officially unemployed, there are actually already a few jobs available. The Bradford job is currently available. We've also got Gateshead, File, Gillingham, Tranmere, Millwall. I mean, I guess the best thing we can do is going out and apply for these jobs. I'm not too sure I'm going to be applying to be the Chilean under-20s manager though. Well, we've applied for them 6 jobs there, from Gateshead down to Millwall. I think all of them are very unlikely. Maybe Gateshead an absolute push, but I do think all of them will be unlikely. And like I mentioned, I'm not really too interested in managing someone like a Senegal's under-20s. I mean, we could, but I'm not sure how well that would go. We've got a lot of emails here in our inbox. I also, when I applied for the job, I also declared interest in the job as well. I'm a bit like the Dean Holden right now, declaring interest in lots of jobs. We've got a media question here from Amelia Fitzpatrick saying, there's been a lot of speculation this week linking you with the vacant AFC File post. Are you interested in the job? It's a really enticing opportunity for a manager, and it's flattering to be linked with them. I can't say anything else at this stage. Everyone's ambitious. We look at the likes of Luis Enrique and think that could be me one day. I don't think anyone ever wants to be Luis Enrique. We'll say it's very flattering though to be involved. Obviously I would really like the Bradford job as a Bradford City fan. We're interested in Gateshead. I really do want the Bradford job. Not sure what my relationship's going to be like with Ryan Sparks though. I also want the Gillingham job. We've applied for Tranmere. We've got a question here as well. Your name has cropped up in connection with the Tranmere job. How do you feel about being linked with the vacancy that has so far proved a struggle to fill? I wouldn't be so quick to jump to conclusions as to why they're yet to fill that particular post. They're most likely to be being very diligent about their search and like to talk. I'd talk to them where they... What? I think it's an interesting proposition for sure. That's what I'll say. Moving on, and we've also applied for the Millwall job. If we end up at Millwall, I'll be very, very shocked. But every week or so that goes by, I'll have a look. Obviously, we want both the Fire and the Tranmere job. Every week that goes by, I'll have a look at what jobs are available, even if some potential... we've got a question here. Are you open to working abroad? I mean, I am. I'd only consider it in passing, but I'm definitely open to suggestions. I just want a job at the moment. I'm currently not earning a single penny, so some money would be nice. Well, I have my first response. This one is from Gillingham. The Gillingham board have informed you that your application to fill the vacant manager's role at the club has been unsuccessful, with your application failing to make the shortlist. The board decided against shortlisting you in part due to holding reservations about your suitability to deliver the club's highly ambitious visions for the future. This is mainly as a result of your slight lack of experience in leading teams to promotion. The search for a new manager is ongoing, with the team currently interviewing their preferred candidates for the job. That's one down, 5 more to go. Can we have some good luck? Oh, what's happened here? Oh, the SLO Rovers job is currently insecure. I mean, I've never managed in Ireland before, but I wouldn't say it's top of my priorities right now. And a couple more responses. Bradford City have obviously turned me down, as you would expect. Same reason, lack of experience in guiding teams to promotion. The Gateshead job is the same as well. I've failed to make the shortlist due to a lack of experience in leading teams to promotion. Richardson, is that Liam Richardson? Is this Liam Richardson? It is. The former Wigan man has taken over at the Gill. So disappointing. If we have a look at the job centre, what jobs are currently available? Barnett's now available. Oh no, these are director of football. No, I'm only interested in the managerial jobs, please. Yeah, nothing new is still on there, which is frustrating. And my Tranmere job application has been unsuccessful because of my lack of experience. My filed job as well. Oh, this one's slightly different though. Despite opting against shortlisting you due to the strength of the other candidates, the board like to place on record that they feel you would have been an acceptable fit for the club's realistic vision for the future. So not too bad. I do think it is likely that if we do get a job, it will be in the Vanarama North or South, preferably the North, but it doesn't really matter. Kevin Doherty is now insecure with his job at Droghead United, again over in Ireland. Neil Harris has taken over at Bradford City, and Filed have hired Keith Curl, which is an interesting appointment. Surprised to see Bradford City going down the Neil Harris route, but in terms of the job centre, it's currently still the Millwall and Tranmere job applications that are available. I've applied for Millwall, not heard anything back from them there. Tranmere obviously already turned me down, but apart from that, not a lot's really going on right now. And Gary Monk has taken over at Tranmere Rovers, which is interesting. I mean, the season is not too far away from starting. Obviously, if we get a job before the season starts, then I can only have this full season. But even if one match gets played, we get the rest of that season and then a season on top of that. If we want, we might still be able to apply for other jobs while we're in a job and then move up the ladder. But at the end of the day, I just need to get into a job first. And as expected, my Millwall job application has now been turned down. So all 6 jobs that were available have now been turned down for every single one of them. We need a Vanarama North or South job to become available. And SLO Rovers. So the Droghead United manager, he's no longer insecure, but maybe we could go to SLO Rovers, potentially. I mean, how many games are left there? I don't know how the Irish League works. I really don't want to go over there, if I'm honest. Well, the SLO Rovers manager has officially been sacked. I guess we could apply for the job. I don't really want to manage in Ireland because I don't really know how the league works, but I'm sure a job is better than no job. The English Football League's season has officially started now, so if we end up taking over somewhere in England, then we'll get the rest of this season and next year as well, just for clarification. But obviously, the League of Ireland is very different. But we need a job. You know, we've gone through a month and a half now, not picking up a single penny. So we're going to apply for the job, declare interest in the job as well. We could be on our way to Ireland. I'm not too sure how that would go. Are you prepared to address speculation linking you with a vacant SLO Rovers job? If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I really, really do apologise. It's not going to be a great start if I'm already pronouncing the club's name wrong. But I think any manager worth his salt would be interested. It's a job of fantastic stature and opportunity. I think this is certainly an achievable job, if I'm honest with you. And there we go, the media report has officially gone out as well. Well, the fans have responded to my interest. The SLO Rovers fans have laughed off my interest. That's probably because I'm potentially pronouncing their name wrong. A SLO Rovers supporters spokesman has laughed off Sam Drake's interest in becoming the club's new manager and indicated that the search for the right person to take the Bittoed Red forward must continue. They categorically dismissed Sam Drake's interest in the job, stating that the club should not be considering his application and will instead continue to appraise other candidates for the post. Drake is currently unemployed. So I didn't get this message from the Millwall fans in the Championship, but I've got it from SLO Rovers, who are second bottom in Ireland. Seems a little bit harsh in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a job interview. Even though the fans already hate me, SLO Rovers have offered me a job interview. Following your application for the SLO Rovers job, the board have invited you to attend an interview with them to discuss the vacancy. Despite offering you an interview, the board do not have any reservations about your suitability to deliver the club's vision for the future. This is mainly as a result of your lack of experience in winning league titles. I mean, the second bottom, surely relegation is the focus at the moment. The interview will give you the opportunity to discuss your suitability for the role and allow us to discuss our ambitions and plans with you in more detail. I mean, it might not be a good start that I have no idea how the League of Ireland works. So we're going to attend the interview and let's see how it goes. We're meeting with Tommy Higgins. Hello, Sam. We've invited you along today so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. I'm glad you've given me the chance to talk to the club. Let's get down to business. Are you willing to assure us that you do a better job of maintaining a good dressing room atmosphere here than the previous manager did? I mean, I never really worry about stuff like that. I worry about results on the pitch. I don't care about the team cohesion and all that sort of stuff. But I can promise you that I would cultivate a healthy dressing room atmosphere here. We've been performing well below expectations, even though we're on our best run of form of the season. Could you get this team back on track? I am going to say that I'd make 1 or 2 small adjustments and then enjoy the results. This team doesn't need a radical overhaul. It's closer than people think. We would like to know, when do you intend to establish yourself as the club's new manager? Are you able to take charge now, or do you need more time to join the club? I'm ready as soon as you need me. As part of the recruitment process, we are willing to allow you to request changes to our backroom staff setup. What size budget would you be looking for to make these changes? I mean, I've not been able to look at the budget. I won't need a budget, as I don't plan on making any changes. I would say I need a small budget. I would like to make some changes, but not loads. They currently want me to strive to make progress on and off the pitch, work within the wage budget, and also grow the club's reputations. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 33, maximum 2-year contracts for the first team. They want us to qualify for the Conference League and be competitive in the Senior Challenge Cup. And then obviously later on is not relevant at the moment. That is perfectly all fine with me. We have no expectations for you to fulfill for the current season. Expectations and budgets will be set in the build-up to the next season if you are hired. I understand. Let's move on and cover any other areas that need to be discussed. Is there anything that you would like to ask for ahead of potentially getting the job? See, I don't really want to make demands. Build a new stadium? No, I don't think we need that. Not training facilities. I'd like the club's youth recruitment network to be improved. I'd like set up a partnership with a senior affiliate. I would like the board to allow me to continue my development by taking a course. Yeah, I would like a coaching course. We're willing to accept your proposal and allow you to take a coaching course to earn the next badge. Is there anything else you would like to request? I mean, I'd like to improve the club's youth recruitment. We believe the club's youth recruitment policy to be more than adequate and therefore unwilling to agree. Oh dear. Yep, that's fine. I accept the board doesn't want to improve the club's youth recruitment at this present time. That's all I'd like to say. No, I'm good, thanks. That's all of the questions that we have for you today. We would like to thank you for attending this interview, and we will be in touch once we've decided upon a new manager for the club. So Tommy Higgins, thank you for the interview. Now I guess we wait and see if we've actually got the job. So I'm doing some research here for the Irish Premier Division. You play 36 games in total. Everyone plays each other 4 times. There is 10 teams in the league. You can name 9 subs, making 5. So it's pretty similar to like the Championship at the moment, in only 3 stoppages. You obviously get some prize money as well. To qualify for the Europa Conference League, I think you need to finish 4th, so that's what we've got to do. I think that's next season at the moment. And obviously the bottom team is relegated. The team in 9th, which is where SLO Rovers currently are, going to the playoff. I don't think we've actually got the 2nd tier in Ireland loaded, so if we got relegated, well, that would be the end of our first managerial job. But we've not even got the job yet. But I am just doing some quick research here, and it looks like each team does play one another on 4 different occasions. And I mean, to be fair, we're only 1 point away from Bohemians at the moment. I think that's where Bradford signed Kieran Kelly from. Well, it's disappointing news. SLO Rovers have turned me down. My interview was unsuccessful. The SLO Rovers board have informed you that having carried out the interview process, they have decided against offering you the job. The board was satisfied with the plans you put forward in your interview, but ultimately decided you weren't the right person to take the club forward. Ian Ryan is the manager they have chosen to take the club forward. Is this guy any good? I mean, he's got a little bit more than what I have. My statistics don't like that. I mean, he's got his pro license. I'm a Sunday League footballer who doesn't have a single coaching badge yet. If I'm being honest with you, I didn't really want to go over to Ireland, so maybe that was a bullet dodged. I'm still disappointed that we're now 2 months in and I'm still unemployed. No, nearly 3 months in and I'm still unemployed. Well, we've got some job security updates here. Diego Alonso at Sevilla, his job's currently insecure. I don't think we'll be getting that. Neil Harris is already insecure at Bradford City. Not a good start to the season for him. Kevin Doherty at Drogheda United, his job is back to being insecure. And Scott Davies at Slough, his job is also insecure. I have recently got a media question about that. I've said, obviously, I would like the job, but some interesting updates there. Neil Harris could already be getting sacked from Bradford City. The weekly jobs update has added Oxford City, Oldham Athletic, Port Vale, St Johnstone all there. Now we've applied for this, well, we've declared interest in the St Johnstone and Oldham jobs. I think Port Vale in League One would be a little bit unrealistic, but maybe Oxford City. I'm not really too sure. I don't really want to be managing down south unless we're in like League 2 or something like that. I don't know why. Does that say Osadiba is going out on loan to Aldershot? Bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Drogheda United have sacked Doherty. That's interesting. Let's go and apply for that job. We're desperate for a job. I mean, it would be ironic, wouldn't it? Oh dear. I can see why he's been sacked. So what is there, like 6 games to go? They're pretty much relegated. I think, actually, I'm not going to take that job. They're definitely going to go down. I don't want my first job to be a relegation when I've had absolutely no input on that. I'm not going to apply for that job. So Barnet have sacked their manager, and Mark White has sacked himself at Dorking Wanderers. We'll come back to Dorking in a minute, but first of all, we are going to go and apply for the Barnet job. View job advert, apply for job, declare interest in job. Again, I think these two are probably unattainable. How amazing would it be, though, to manage Dorking Wanderers? I cannot believe Mark White has sacked himself. I've declared interest in the job, and let me also apply for the job as well. I'd absolutely love to manage Dorking, but I would say it's pretty unattainable. We've got another question here from the media, again, about being linked to the Barnet job. Yeah, look at the likes of Jurgen Klopp and think that could be me one day when I've applied for the Barnet job. That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. Have we got a response? Drake open to Barnet discussion. No, just reaction from the media. Brilliant. Almost an immediate response here from Dorking. They have turned down my job application because of my lack of experience in leading teams to promotion. This seems to be a little bit of a problem. The Drughead United job is still available. I just don't want it. And as each week goes by, it makes it less and less achievable, really, doesn't it? They're already in the relegation playoff. I mean, what is that? There's 5 games to go. Is that 14 points adrift? They'd need a miracle to stay up. I'm not taking that hit on my CV. I'd rather stay unemployed, and I've earned not a single penny for the last 6 months or whatever it is. The Gateshead job is now available. We'll get straight back in there, apply for the job, declare my interest in the job. Will please somebody take me? I am getting very desperate now. And as expected, my Gateshead job application was immediately unsuccessful. Why? Because I have a lack of experience in leading teams to promotion. Wayne Brown has been hired as a new Dorking Wanderers manager. In terms of job security, obviously there is the Gateshead and Barnet job, but they pretty much turned me down already. In terms of Matt Kennedy at Lincoln, I just think it's unachievable. We need to be looking down here at Warrington, Rushall. We're going to look at the Warrington job. I'm going to declare my interest in the Warrington job. The manager's not been sacked yet, but I really want the Warrington job. Well, I hope you're keeping up. Barnet have now turned me down as well. The job security, there's a new word I've seen in here, precarious. I think that's worse than insecure at the moment, but again, the standard's probably too high. We need to wait for the Warrington or the Rushall jobs to become available. They're not exactly appealing. It seems we're 24th and 22nd, but I guess if a manager's being sacked, they're not exactly going to be top of the table either. We've got here some news that Grimsby, Oldham, Swindon and Fleetwood have all sacked their managers, but again, I just think these jobs are far too high up for the standard that I'm currently at the moment. We'll apply for them all, but I would anticipate I'm probably going to get turned down. Well, my Oldham job application was unsuccessful. One thing that's come up here is the Tunbridge Angels manager has been sacked in the Vanarama National League South. They're currently 21st in the table, level on points with the team above, but they've won 1 out of their first 11 matches. I think this job is pretty attainable. I'm going to apply for the job and declare interest in the job as well. I would like to go and manage Tunbridge Angels. Bradford City played them a couple of years ago in the FA Cup. I think we beat them 7-0. There's a number of other jobs that have come available. Peterborough Sports, actually, that wouldn't be too bad of a job. We'll apply for that one as well. I mean, they've got poor training facilities. We'll apply for the other jobs, but I think like Gary Monk been sacked. But Gary Monk's been sacked by Tranmere already. Goodness me. Well, it's absolutely beautiful to see that my interest at a club has not been laughed away by the fans. The Peterborough Sports fans are considering my interest. Probably means I'll still get turned down, but it's nice to be wanted by a club for once. This seems to be going on for a lot longer than what I thought. I genuinely thought we'd have a job within the first month, 6 weeks maximum. We're now in the middle of October and we've still not got a job. I mean, we've had one interview in that time and even they turned us down for a job that I didn't even want. So I think we've maybe got to lower our standards a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another job interview. Finally, it's been a long time. Obviously, Grimsby and Swindon have turned me down, but Peterborough Sports have offered me the job. Following your application for the Peterborough Sports job, the board have invited you to attend an interview with them to discuss the vacancy. Despite offering you an interview, the board do have reservations about your suitability for the club's realistic vision for the future. This is mainly as a result of your slight lack of experience in guiding teams away from relegation. This interview will give you the opportunity to discuss your suitability for the role and allow us to discuss our ambitions and plans with you in more detail. I nearly just declined the interview. Goodness me. Attend the interview. Hello, John Hale. He says, hello, Sam. We've invited you along today so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. It's great to be here. Let's get started. Can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs right now? Well, we didn't get this question last time around. I'm going to say that if the jobs are vacant, I think it's fair to explore these options. Right now, that's nobody else's business. No, I'm definitely not going to be rude to him on the first question. I'm going to say that I think it is fair to explore the options. We parted company with our last manager much sooner than anybody would have anticipated. Can you offer assurances that we won't be in for a repeat of that? It's my intention to commit to a long and successful career with this club. I'm going to be here 18 months maximum. How much of an overhaul would you want to make to the backroom team? Not much, to be honest with you. I'd rather wait until I'm here to appraise them. Yeah, I'd rather wait until I'm here. We would like to share our vision for the future with you, as the successful candidate will be required to make it become a reality. If you have any reflections on it, now's the time to speak up. So they've got no actionable objectives or informational objectives. They want us to avoid relegation this season and be competitive in at the 2 cups. That's completely fine by me. I agree with that. If hired, we would expect you to avoid relegation, with us unable to consider keeping you in the role should we be relegated. Well, yeah, obviously this is the lowest playable league. Do you think you can do better than that? Do I think I can do better? Do I think we can get us to a mid-table? I mean, I haven't looked at the squad. We're 17th at the moment. Yes, we can get into mid-table. How does a wage budget of around £0 sound to you? Well, it's not ideal, if I'm honest. I wouldn't require such a large wage budget. No, I definitely would. I'm going to say okay. We need a job at the end of the day. If we can't sign a single player, then there's not really much I can do about it. Do you have anything to request for us to consider should we decide to hire you? I want my coaching badge. How do I... There we go, I want my coaching badge. We believe you are sufficiently qualified to manage our club and therefore unwilling to allow you to take your next coaching badge. Well, this is why I should have gone to Ireland, shouldn't it? Right, I'll accept that. That's fair enough. No, I don't have any other demands. That just about covers everything. We'll now go away and review the process before determining who becomes our new manager. Good luck, we'll be in touch. I don't think John's going to hire me. I don't think that one went very well. We had a few things that we disagreed about. You weren't happy that I've applied for a number of other jobs. I don't think I'm going to be the Peterborough sports manager. Any other interviews? Any other interviews? We'll go and apply for Brackley. I mean, we've just done a job interview and now we're applying for other jobs. Who cares? Ladies and gentlemen, that has gone a lot better than what I expected. We could finally have a job. At Peterborough Sports have offered you a 1-year contract on £350 per week to take the managerial job at the PIMS Park, believing you to be the ideal person to replace ex-manager Luke Steele. Please be aware that in the event of the club being relegated, we would be unable to consider you in keeping the role. So they've offered me £350 a week, no transfer budget, 7.25k a week wage budget. I'm more interested in the length of contract rather than the wage. Obviously, I'd like a nice wage, but I would like a 2-year contract. Even if it means I have to take a little bit of a pay cut, I would like a 2-year contract, because then I feel like I'm at less risk of being sacked. Suggest terms. They're happy with that. 2-year deal or 18-month deal on £300 a week. Have we now officially agreed, finally, to be a manager of a football club? We've hit advance. We have finally got a job at Peterborough Sports. Is the team that we're going to be starting out this journeyman save with. Peterborough Sports have today confirmed the appointment of Sam Drake as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 19-year-old, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at the PIMS Park. He replaces previous manager Luke Steele. Paul Holloran was considered to be favourite for the job, but it's unclear whether the club favoured Drake all along. Peterborough Sports are currently lying in 17th place in the Vanarama National League North. Peterborough Sports have only won 1 of their last 5 games in the league. Peterborough Sports have won 1, lost 2 and drawn 2 of their last 5 matches. And there we have it. We've finally got a job, and that is where we'll leave it then for episode 1 of this The media prediction is currently 20th. We've got poor training, poor youth, and limited youth recruitment, which isn't ideal. Our stadium holds 3,800, built in 2012. Our fierce rivals are Corby. We still actually applied for a number of other jobs, so imagine we take the Peterborough Sports job and then we end up going to like Truro or something like that. John Hale says, on behalf of everyone at Peterborough Sports, I would like to formally welcome you to the club. Please familiarise yourself with the club, our helpful welcome pack before we move on to discuss the vision and objectives we will be collectively working towards, as I'm sure is the case with you. We can't wait to get started. The current season, Peterborough Sports will be looking to build on their mid-table finish in the Vanarama North from last year as well. They're recommending this absolute awful 8 men behind the ball football. We definitely won't be playing that. Who is this? He's recommended me it. Why is the chairman recommending me a team? We've got a couple of players in on loan at the moment as well. I'm going to just ignore that. We've already gone through the club's vision and they want us to finish in mid-table. We've got to beat Corby if we happen to play against them. We don't need to go through the inductions at the moment. I don't really want to meet the media. I mean, I'll meet the media, but then I won't speak to them ever again. I want my backroom staff meeting to be every week. And there we have it. Let's hit confirm. We are officially the manager of a football club. It's the 20th of October. It's taken a long while, but I'm happy to finally be here. I'm going to leave it there, though, for episode 1. If you have enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could, channel it 30 likes. As I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and get a comment in as well down in the comment section down below if you haven't already. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock for episode 2. Peace.